Hello students, now let me discuss the next important element, that is so called as features of accounting. So these are the list of features of accounting. So these points are going to be explained one by one. The first important features of accounting is the identifying. So what actually mean by identifying? Identifying means the work of identification. Identification in the sense observing or determining the data. That is so called as identifying. It means that the accounting is going to identify only the financial transactions, only the economic events. Why? Because only the financial transactions and economic events are going to be recorded in the books of accounts. If there are any kind of non-financial transactions, if there are any kind of non-economic events, those are not going to be identified. Why? Because they are not going to be recorded in the books of accounts so maintained by the business organization. That is so called as identifying, the first important features of the accounting. And second thing is the measuring. Measuring in the sense quantification of the data or doing the measurement. Here the accounting is going to quantify the data which are financial in character, which are economic events, in the sense the transactions which are going to be expressed in terms of money, only those are going to be quantified, only those are going to be expressed in terms of money. Only with respect to that, the measurement is going to be made by the accounting. That is why the second important features of the accounting is the measuring. And third thing is that the recording. Recording in the sense making entry of all those transactions, events and data in the books of accounts so maintained by the business organization. And when the question of recording comes, only the financial transactions are going to be recorded. How? In the sense in a systematic way, in a proper manner, in a chronological order. Each and every transactions are going to be recorded in the books of accounts so maintained by the business organization. That is so called as recording. And fourth thing is that the classifying. Classifying in the sense doing the classification or grouping of the data. And how the data are going to be grouped? The data are going to be grouped based on nature and type of accounts. It means that the transactions relating to the personal account are going to be grouped in one way. The transactions which are going to be related to the real account are going to be separated in another way. The transactions which are going to be related to the nominal account are going to be separated in a grouped in a other manner. This is how the grouping of data is going to be made by the process of accounting. That is so called as the classifying. Classifying in the sense classification of data. That is the fourth important feature of the accounting. And fifth thing is that dealing with financial transactions. In the sense accounting deals only with the financial transactions. In the sense the data which has the financial character, which is going to be expressed and measured in terms of money. Only with that data the accounting deals with. And if there is any kind of non-financial data, that is not going to be dealt by the accounting. That is what we mean as dealing with the financial transactions. That is why non-financial transactions are not going to be considered, not taken into considerations. They are also not going to be recorded. And sixth thing is that summarizing in the sense summarizing or condensing the effects of the financial results of the business organization. That is what we mean as summarizing in the sense giving the implications of the data. Say for example, if you go through the financial statement of the business organization, there are two important financial statements to be prepared by every business organization. One is the profit and loss account and another one is the balance sheet. And if you see the profit and loss account to be prepared by the business organization, what kind of summary that is going to be given by preparing profit and loss account, in the sense it gives the summary of profit earned or loss incurred by the business organization for the particular period. That kind of summary is going to be provided by the profit and loss account prepared by the business organization. And the another important financial statement is that it is the balance sheet. Balance sheet is going to give the summary of the financial position, financial status, financial performance of the business organization on that specific date. This is how the two important financial statements are going to give the different summary with respect to the business organization. That is what we mean as the process of summarizing. And next important feature of the accounting is analyzing and interpreting. Analyzing in the sense evaluation of the data. Interpreting in the sense giving the explanation or giving the clear picture or giving the complete and full details of the financial information of the business organization. Why? Because each and every companies are going to deal with all those transactions and all those events which are going to be expressed in terms of money. With respect to all that, the accounting is going to give the full details as well as the information. To whom? To the users of the information. Why? Because they want to take the judgments about the business organization. They want to take the decisions with respect to the investment so made in respect of that business organization. That is why analyzing and interpreting is one of the most important feature of the accounting. And next thing is the communicating. Communicating in the sense passage of information, cascading the information. Each and every information is going to be communicated to the interested parties of the company. Who are the interested parties? Actually, to whom the company is responsible. They are the people who used to take the interest about the affairs of the business organization. To all those people, actually, the information is going to be communicated in the form of financial statements to be prepared and presented by every business organization. That is why, with the help of communicating, each and every interested parties will come to know what is going within the company, what are transactions which are engaged by the company, and what is the status and position of the financial company, and how the company is optimizing the investment made by us. whether we need to continue our investment in this company or not. Like this, information is going to be based on, the judgments are going to be based on the information so provided by the business organization. That is why communicating is one of the most important feature, that is so called as the financial reporting also. Okay, these are the important features of the accounting. With this, I want to conclude my discussion on the features of accounting. Please go through the slide. Thank you.